There's George here. Yep, once again, looking at some gizmos. I've been looking at portable lanterns again, and came across this one. It seems a fairly popular one, pretty well done, and it's the Bulin, however it's pronounced, BL300F2. Now you're wondering why I'm saying F2, because the F1 is actually different. And the difference is, I'll show you now. So it comes in this, it's a nice package actually, it's a pretty nice bag. In the bag, you have an adapter here, which is the propane adapter for the small propane bottles. So that comes with it. And it has the standard plastic carry case. Nothing special about that. But that whole F1, F2 thing is all about the globe. As you can see here on this one, I have a steel mesh globe. There's no glass. The F1 has glass, the F2 has the steel mesh. The reason I got the steel mesh is because I drop a lot of things all the time, and I was really worried about breaking the glass. So I went with the F2, and you know what, it's kind of cool. No other reason, unfortunately. So here we have the Bulin BL300 F2, and you can see it has the label on the front there, and it has a piezo lighter on it. Has the normal gas control, just like anything else on a stove or any of the other ones. This is the fairly traditional portable gas lantern. It's pretty typical. If you go online and look around, they all pretty much look the same. In fact, I'd be surprised if they're not made by the same people. They all are almost exact. You'll have little differences, like this will be on the other side, things like that. But as far as size, the way they made, the style is all the same. So I wanted to have a look at this one because it seems pretty popular, and looking online it looked very well made. So I wanted something that's going to be solid. And this guy, it's not bad, comes with a hanging chain, and with these you do need the mantle. The nice thing about this one, 3, not 1, not 2, they send you 3 mantles with it. Now if you're wondering about what mantles to use, I looked online and I found that everybody was using this one here, which is the Coleman number 51 slip-on mantle. So there you can see it there. This seems to work with just about all of the little compact lanterns out there. So if you're worried about that, that's the way to go. But this one does come with 3 of them, which is really nice. It's nice to know that they do that. And there's a little tag in here. See it there. It does have a manual, which apparently I have lost somewhere. I was reading it. I'll go get that for you, but it is in English. That's a plus. cnbulin.com if you want to visit them. I'll put a link down below, so if you want to see that. So as you can see, it comes with all the gizmos. Let's get back to the lantern. And you have your piezo starter right there, and your control, which is normal, but it isn't labeled plus or minus. But you want to close it, obviously, shut it down, and open it to use it. So if you remember that, you're good. It does come with a hanging chain, so you can hang it. Like I said, it has the steel mesh globe, and you would want to put a mantle in. Now this just pops off on the bottom here, and that comes off, and you can take the mesh off. Now, you know, you can buy these separate. If you shop online, you'll be able to find them. They are out there, and they're not made by Bulin, but they're made by somebody else, but they do work, and there are different kinds. This came with this one on the F2 model. And you can see you have the spire here where the gas comes out, and your mantle's going to go over there. But you can see the piezo works really nice. This is very well built. It's solid, very nice. It's a little heavy, not too much. You would think for its size to be lighter, but this thing here is a little heavy. Sorry, I'm fighting a cold here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the mantle on, and we'll set it up and fire it up. We'll burn in the mantle while looking at what it can do. So stay tuned. So I found the manual, pretty good manual. It is in Anglais and some Chinese. It's pretty well done. It has all the information you need. They do talk about safety information. Don't forget, you should be using this outdoors, not like George is doing right now. And they do recommend that the area you do it in is well ventilated. So I have the mantle on right now, and I've put it on there, and I want it in a kind of a dish shape, plate or whatever you want to call it. And let's put it on here. I'm going to light it up, and then we'll burn it in. Go. So you want to light up your mantle. As it burns, it'll shrink. So there we go. Turn it down a little bit, and as you can see, as it burns in, so it shrinks. And you want to let it burn in, and the mantle actually go white. Actually, as it shrinks, when it's all white, you're all set. So there you go. So it takes a couple of minutes to burn in, and then we'll be good. So once it's burnt in, I'm going to put this back on, tie it all down. You've got to be careful. Once it's burnt in, it's very fragile, so you don't want to touch it. You want to put all the covering back on, be really careful about it, and then you should be all set. Okay, so here you can see I have it all put back together again, and let's see if it works right now. There you go. Right away. So that works pretty good. And you can see there. Not bad. I thought that there'd be less light coming out with the steel mesh. I'm sure with the glass globe on there you'd get a lot more light. I'm wondering how much this affects the light output. But they say up to 80 lumens, and that is pretty bright. And the control works really nice. The piezo worked. Yeah, very nice. I don't know if I'd want to hang this from there. Huh? A little nervous about that. Seems pretty solid though. Doesn't pull off. So let's see how it does in the dark. So here we have it right now. That's fairly low. I don't know how much lower it'll go. And then let's fire this sucker up. Wow. That's pretty bright. I don't know if I'd want to run it that way, because I'm pretty sure this just chews up the gas. You know, you just really want to light enough to see what you're doing. I can read fairly easily on this. No problem there. Yeah, it does get bright. Very nice. It's well built. It's nice and solid. I mean, it's fairly. It looks pretty strong, and I like the no globe, glass globe idea, which is I think a nice touch. Is it better than a battery LED type lantern? I'm not sure, but as I have said before, the problem I have in Minnesota, it gets really cold, and when you go camping, you know, all you need to do is have your batteries get a little bit cold and they're dead. So then you're dead in the water for light. That's why I thought about this, seeing as I would already be using this with my gas stove. Same fittings and everything, nothing different. So I thought this would be a better option, and I'm pretty sure it would work better in colder temperatures. So that was the main reason. I like this. This works for me. The Bulin portable gas lantern, the BL300. This is the F2. Like I said, it uses the what they call the steel mesh globe. The F1 model uses the glass globe. Whatever your preference is, I'm pretty sure that if you use the glass globe, you might get a little bit more light out of it. I'm just so bad and unlucky and dropsy with everything. I'm worried that if I do drop it, I'm going to break the glass, and then what do I do? And don't forget always to have spare mantles. Always a good idea to have with you. You never know, while you have it in your backpack or whatever, when you're traveling or whatever you're doing, you might damage the mantle, so you want to have a spare with you at all times. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, you know the story. And comments. I'd like some comments on this, just to see what you think about it. And pretty sure I'll be back with some more useless gizmos for you in about the $20 range, where most people can't afford it. That's on a budget. So just saying, I'll be back. Thanks for watching. Bye.